That's not it at all. There we go.
Classic.
There we go.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Millennial Movie Talk, episode 197. I am one of your hosts, Michael, and I am joined by the wonderful Alex.
Hello.
And the wonderful Brayden.
Hello, everyone. How are you doing today?
Oh, all right.
Not bad.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
So we're going to rewind, and we're joined by the fancy...
The pompous
person.
Brayden.
The pompous asshole, Brayden.
I have half a bueno. No,
I've got a water bottle, so I don't have anything here.
I've come to the show with 40 minutes before the show, leaving my glass of wine out of frame so that I could bring it on just to surprise you guys. And Alex has half a bueno.
The question is, what have you got there in that glass, Brayden?
I've got a lovely $8 Moscato.
Well, that's dumb.
Have you guys
it's my sister's.
Crack open a bottle of red.
Have you guys had these? These are delicious.
No, I haven't.
Lifesavers.
These are the raspberry sherbet fizz sticks.
Fizz sticks.
They look like this.
Oh, it's like a little red rocket.
Mm-hmm. You can watch the cum come out. No.
Jesus. Oh, welcome. We talk about movies and TV shows on this podcast.
Right. We don't talk about wine and red rockets. I promise.
Michael, you've got a lovely bit of sunlight casting right into your face there.
Of course, it's like it's been gloomy the whole time I've been sitting here, and then the one time we start recording is when the light shines through.
Yeah, there we go. Perfect.
But problem solved.
Have we all been watching some cool stuff this past week?
Not at all.
Nothing.
Not even a little bit.
I reckon we end the episode.
Have a good night, everyone.
No good new movies people should go check out. No TV shows that we recommend. Just absolutely nothing. Dead week. Quiet week.
Absolutely dead.
I'd like to
what about you, Brayden?
Some people are feeling.
I'd like to recommend lightsabers.
Brayden, have you watched
Speaking
anything?
Of things that rhyme with lifesavers, we saw some lightsabers in Mandalorian. Is anyone else watching Mandalorian yet?
No, I need to, but I forgot to.
No, you don't need to. It's fair enough that you haven't been watching it because let's be real, this season has been off to a pretty slow start.
I know who appears in this new episode because
yes, it's very exciting.
I couldn't avoid it.
No, Star Wars couldn't even wait 24 hours before they shared it all over their social media. So sorry if you don't like spoilers, but they were real proud of themselves for this one.
Yeah, Jar Jar's in the episode.
Jar Jar makes a huge appearance. Full CGI creation. He's excellent. The Sith Lord himself. No. We do, however, get the wonderful Ahmed Best taking out his role from the Jedi Temple Challenge, the kids' game show that Star Wars had over on their YouTube channel.
For a week.
Yeah, for a little bit. It wasn't, bless. They didn't really do a hell of a lot with it. But he was the host of that. He got his own Jedi character that he got to play. And now, lo and behold, he's proper full-on canon. And he's out here rescuing baby Grogu from Order 66, which is cool as hell.
So it's a flashback.
Yes.
Right.
So this is the thing that I'm getting to with this most recent episode of The Mandalorian. I won't spend too long on it because you guys haven't seen it yet. But season 3's been off to a pretty slow start.
Really?
It's been like, okay, cool. Like we're seeing what's
you
happening.
You wouldn't say.
4 episodes in for now to people be like, hey, yeah, you should check out the show now. The most interesting things for me aren't anything to do with Jin or Pedro Pascal, like the Mandalorian of the titular Mandalorian. The most interesting part has been like Bo-Katan and where she's coming into the Mandalorian group with Jin, and now getting some teasers into Grogu's backstory and some flashbacks into that, and hopefully we get to see more of that as the season continues, because quite frankly, that's been the most interesting part of this whole season.
Rightio.
Any questions? Do you have any questions?
I can, Brayden, it's nothing against you. I just don't care about the Mandalorian.
Very fair.
And like Star Wars, to be honest, that's not limited to Mandalorian. I don't care about Star Wars. We had this conversation.
Yeah, you're just over Star Wars.
It's done.
Yeah, it's fair.
You know, I'm not over though.
Jedi Survivor coming out next month.
Well, I can't be over something I've never played, Brayden. Come on.
Well, it looks good.
I haven't seen anything about the game, so I
enough.
trust you that it looks good.
Yeah, it looks good. It looks like more Jedi.
I've seen like little bits and pieces of just like new lightsaber mechanics.
Yeah, it just looks like more and new and better of Jedi Fallen Order. So
I was going to say that I'm not over John Wick killing people.
And he sure kills a lot of people.
Many people aren't over John Wick killing people.
Motherfucker.
It's so much so that it stole the box office. You guys went and saw it.
Motherfucker's got cheat codes though.
Oh no, really?
Because I've never seen a man get hit by 8 cars, jump out of a 2-story building. No, more. It's like a 3 or 4-story building.
Yeah, he was about three or 4 floors up and lands on a car, doesn't he?
But not only does he land,
It's Fast and Furious rules.
No, Brayden, I'd say this is more outrageous than Fast and Furious.
Oh, okay.
Choppy. Do you know what it is?
What?
It's the bulletproof suit.
Oh my god, how funny are these suits? Brayden, do you remember when they introduced these suits? The ones that got the bullets? But I always forget going into one of these movies that they grab them and put them over their head while they're fighting.
Oh, I forgot that fact. So when he did it the first time at the start of the movie, because I didn't rewatch all of it. I only have just today, whilst having not much to do at work, started rewatched the first one.
The first one's excellent. The first one's
fantastic movie.
But do you know what I like about the first one is that it's just its own little. It's a small story. It's in terms of like, it's just he's out for revenge. It's so basic. There's
not much scale to it. Like
they do a lot of world building, but in terms of like the story, it's just like he's out for revenge and that's it.
Yeah, it's a very, very well done, self-contained one film, and it makes sense that it had the success that it did and went on to be such a massive franchise.
Now,
it really held on its own by just that one film.
But I still like the other ones. Like I like 2 and 3. I think 3's a lot better than 2. 3's great. Yep. 2 has its issues. This one's the best sequel, I'll say.
Ooh, nice.
Definitely, I definitely agree with him. I haven't rewatched them, but from memory, I definitely agree on that point.
This one, it's 2 hours and 49 minutes.
Pretty big.
It's a big movie.
It's a hefty boy.
It's a chunky boy. It's the most video game movie I've ever seen. In terms of the like how it's paced, how it's set out, how the story goes. It's like watching a video game.
Okay.
In the best way.
Yeah.
There's not much downtime between killing.
No.
It is practically just wall to wall of him, just like
he's got about 10 lines in the movie.
I was gonna say they're not giving you a hell of a lot of.
And 5 of them are him just going,
Winston.
No, yeah. And then the other four on top of that are Winston, and then he's got one line elsewhere.
So yeah, man gets hit by cars, falls downstairs, and when he lands on top of this car, Brayden, the bottom half of him lands and whips his top half down into the ground.
Oh,
like man should just not be getting up.
Yeah,
unless I'm remembering it wrong.
Have they? Maybe they've upgraded the suits from just bulletproof suits. Now they're like the Black Panther.
He doesn't have full damage.
Kinetic energy.
But back to that. It completely threw me with that suit because I completely forgot that fact. So yeah, in like the first fight scene, he goes, whoop, and I'm like, the fuck? What is he doing?
Children of the night.
And yeah, that
Donnie Yen out here dabbing on him.
Donnie Yen joins the cast, proving that he's only ever going to get cast as blind badasses. Because he's
wait, is he seriously blind in this?
He's blind in it.
Yeah. So there's one with the Force.
The Force is with him.
The Force is with him.
He's great. He's the best part. He's like the best addition to the film. He's so charismatic. He's a lot of fun. He kicks ass. He's got a scene where he uses doorbells, like sensor doorbells, to hear where people are.
Okay, that's really fun.
It's so much fun. There's a lot of great.
That scene is also in the kitchen.
Yeah, in the kitchen as well. What else? There's a action set piece that's filmed from bird's eye view.
So this is the one thing I heard about from today. I was scrolling through Instagram and I saw IGN shared a little clip of interviewing the director and Keanu. and they were like, "Hey, this one sequence of the film really reminded us of Hotline Miami."
Yeah.
And they were like, "Oh, we don't know what Hotline Miami is, but we saw Hong Kong Massacre, which is basically like Hotline Miami." And yeah, so I was like, "Oh, there must be a shot in there that's like." I didn't realize it was a whole sequence though. That's cool.
I had that exact thought. I was like, "This is Hotline Miami-esque," because it's like, it's just like you just shoot like going through the doors, shooting like,
Yeah,
great,
cool.
And in that sequence, he has dragon breath ammunition.
Ooh.
It reminded me of the scene. Have you guys seen Minority Report?
Yeah.
No.
There's an action scene where they film it from the top down in that. And
Was there? I don't remember that.
Yeah, Spielberg's
It's been years since I've watched this film though.
So yeah, reminded me of that.
A friend of mine had gone and seen it, and I was asking him about it, and his thought about it was, these like, if you just want a dude running around killing people, these movies are the best. Like, for just fight, like non-stop violence,
in a fun way, not in like a serial killer bad.
No. But like for like, if you want a movie that's just action and this dude just killing.
Yeah,
these are the best ones for it. Like, it does it so well. All the action's great. The choreography's great.
Did you guys see the video that came out? So there's a scene with a real big staircase in Paris, and behind the scene footage came out the other day of because they had to carry all of the camera equipment up the top, and there's just footage of Keanu carrying a bunch of it. And there's all these EAs coming up to him being like, no, we'll take it for you, And he's just like, no. And he just...
Oh, that's so cute.
You gotta love him. He is one of the most wholesome men in Hollywood.
So I feel like at the moment, like, the world has sort of just been taken over by Keanu Reeves and Pedro Pascal. And I'm sure there are Hollywood producers in a film together.
I agree. I tried to do something that didn't work.
I did notice that.
Overall, John Wick 4 is great.
It's great.
John Wick 4 is great.
What'd you guys rate it?
I did have to, after asking you the question, Choppy, I did search up to see if there was an answer on the webs, and these 4 movies practically take place over about a month and a half.
I think John Wick 4 takes place a little bit later because he has to have all the time to fucking heal after falling off a building. So I think I wouldn't be surprised if John Wick 4 is a couple months after. The first 3 are definitely within a week.
It's a little bit longer because it does take into account the travel, because he
does go to Rome, then he goes to Casablanca, then he goes to the desert, then he travels.
Yeah, he travels around. But yeah, it's like a good. Realistically, the 4 movies probably are about like 2 or 3 months in total, with the first 3 being at least about a month.
Yeah, I'll be back in a sec.
Oh, good. Michael, I know you haven't rewatched them as recently, but like, where on a ranked list would you put this in the John Wick?
I don't really remember a lot about the middle of 2. I can't remember if we were having this discussion here last week when Choppy was talking about the movies or not. But like, obviously, I remember the ending to that one very well, because I think that's one of my favorite endings to the John Wick movie, with everyone really just standing up, staring at him as he's running away. I think I would still put 1 first.
Yeah.
Then 4, and then I would have to 2, 3. I don't know. Based upon what I remember, based upon purely the knife room scene, I'd go 3, 2. But I think that's yeah.
Yeah,
not having watched the middle 2 in a long time, I think that's where I'd put them.
That's
fair.
I
did what I did last week.
What would you rank the 4 John Wick movies in order?
1, 4, 3, 2.
Okay, there we go.
That seems like the consensus then. That's
good. 4.5 for 1, 4.5 for 2. No, sorry, 4.5 for 1, 4.5 for 4. 4 for 4, 4 for 3. Fuck, this is hard.
And 3.5 for 2.
And 3.5 for 2. Correct.
Yeah. Checks out.
Brayden, not together, but we both saw another movie this week.
We both separately went and saw another new release movie this week.
I invited Michael to mine. It was a very last minute thing. He couldn't come, but the invite was there for him.
Sadly, I was
That's fair.
Sitting at Gemma's grandparents.
Brayden, I would have invited you, but you live further than Michael does, and you would not have made it.
Yeah, I wouldn't have got there in time. No, I went and saw this in the teeniest, tiniest of Little Palace Nova Prospect cinemas.
Oh, you went to Prospect?
Yeah, well,
just because you wanted to, or you didn't?
I had a free pass from Greenlight, so.
Oh, to see Dungeons and Dragons?
No, just to see anything.
Oh, no.
So I
we'll talk about something else you saw. You could have seen John Wick this week, but you saw something else as well.
Yes.
Yeah. Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves.
Honestly, like Dungeons and Dragons coming into this movie and the brand and Wizards of the Coast and Hasbro and everything have been in a real rough state of their sort of PR cycle and their public opinion in the last couple of months. And everyone was going into this movie being like, I don't know, trailer looks fine. Like, people expecting it to be really average.
Me. So
yep.
It makes me very unhappy about what I know you guys are gonna say, because the trailer made me feel this way. Because when the idea for when we first heard about it and I saw the cast and everything, I was quite high on it. And then I kept seeing the trailer every time I went to the movies. And the more I saw the trailer, the more I didn't give a fuck.
Never.
And here we are.
We just have a common rule on Millennial Movie Talk now? Never doubt Chris Pine.
Never doubt Chris
Pine. Never doubt Chris Pine.
All right?
God damn, he's going to come out here and he's going to be like, hey, yeah, I'm the best part of this movie. Deal with it.
He's the best Hollywood Chris. Sorry, Hemsworth. Sorry, Evans. Sorry, Hemsworth.
That's rough on Hemsworth. He's fucking kind of done
He
now.
won't remember it. He won't remember I said that.
That's rough on Evans too.
Why is it rough on Evans?
Oh, Evans done good stuff.
Yeah,
he's Scott Pilgrim.
But come on, Chris Pine's the best Chris. Chris Pine
hands down.
Chris Pine did it with Star Trek. All right, not Marvel. He did it with Star Trek.
I still haven't watched those.
They're really good.
Watch those.
You should really watch them.
You should really watch them. Anyway, so I went with someone to go see this, and it was like I was gonna go straight after work at like a 3:15 session, and then something happened at work, and I had to stay back. I had to finish later than I could, and then I had plans. Anyway, so I went with this person, and I was like, "Look, this is the only one in cinema here that I haven't seen. I'm happy to go see any of the ones I have seen again because I'm not sure. I can't guarantee this is going to be good.
Yeah.
I can guarantee it might be a bit of fun.
It might be a bit of fun.
Yeah. And they were like, no, you know what? We both haven't seen it. Let's do the one that we haven't seen. I was like, fuck, okay.
Nice. Risk it.
Risk it. And I was like, so shocked that this movie was as fun as it was. And me and this other person both came out saying that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, this film from its opening sequence is a lot of fun.
So much fun.
Like the fact that you are getting this like glimpse at this incredibly deep fantasy world, and they're really throwing you in the deep end, not explaining everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like there are weird ass wacky races. Not wacky races.
I love wacky races.
Wacky races. not the hit cartoon show from Hanna-Barbera. Like they're throwing you right in there being like there's a dragonborn and an Aarakocra immediately, and you're just meant to accept that there's a dragon person and a lizard person immediately. And like that scene is hilarious. You've got
Jonathan
Chris Pine
is so funny.
Jonathan and everything to do. Like no spoilers, but like it's great. It's really fun, and it sets the tone for the rest of the show, rest of the movie. Because you're like, this film is having its cake and eating it too, in the sense of it's this epic fantasy tale, and they're going on this quest, and they're thieves, and they're doing all this stuff.
Do you know?
But then it's also giving you really funny little jokes.
Do you know what I absolutely loved, and it kept taking me by surprise every time? Was the practicality of it all. There was
exactly.
I was watching parts of it, and I was like, that looks like it's on location. Yeah. I was like, that looks on location. They actually went to a place that looked like this and filmed there.
And even costuming.
And costuming with a lot of the characters and the races. Jonathan was completely practical.
Yeah, having these practical, like, there's also like cat people. I can't remember what they're official, like tabaxi.
Yeah, they're practical too. They look great.
And it's so refreshing just being like,
Is that
yeah,
when
you
they
don't
pull
need
the
CG for
cat, the
that.
little cat animal out of the big fish, and
Yes.
it's all practical?
Oh my God.
That looks great.
Just leading off of that as well, casting in this film is spot on.
Well done.
They
and
nail every single member of this party.
and the
everyone
cameo
around them.
halfway through is so funny.
Holy shit. We cannot spoil it, but it
No.
is the best thing in the world.
Yeah, there's a joke with Michelle Rodriguez's character.
Yep,
First
the
of all,
barbarian.
oh, it's great to see you in something that isn't Fast and Furious, and you're great in this.
Yeah, she steals scenes entirely. Has
Yeah.
some of the best one-liners in there. Like, oh,
Yeah, she's great in this. Chris
she
Pine's
did
great
turn
in this.
into a deer.
Yeah.
Like, it's really well done.
Justice Smith is someone who's extremely hit or miss in Hollywood.
Extremely.
And he worked extremely well in this.
Yeah.
And Sophia Lillis, who played the druid, is great in this as well.
Yeah, she
she's
was
the one
great.
that gets. She's
I
the
don't
one that
recognize her
gets
from anything.
It. She is the girl from It.
Oh, wow. I guess
she-
that was years ago, so
Yeah.
that makes sense.
She's
but
probably the one in the
still.
team that gets the least amount of screen time and backstory and character
Which
arc.
is, I think, makes sense because she's kind of the most serious
Yeah.
of the bunch.
Well,
Like, there's another character who takes himself incredibly seriously, but he is a joke.
Oh, he's hilarious, by the way. If they do,
the guy from Bridgerton.
Yeah, I really hope they do a sequel. And
honestly, yeah.
I have now realized that this is from the writers and directors of Game Night, which now explains why there's a lot of I highly enjoyed a lot of this film.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people making the connection with the creators of Game Night, and clearly it's like, okay, cool, just give these guys any sort of tabletop board game type thing, and they'll nail it.
Pretty sure these guys also wrote Homecoming.
Nice.
Spider-Man Homecoming.
This is a thing that you were saying before we started recording. How this kind of feels like
old school Marvel. It feels like an old school Marvel film where the heroes are so well done, and there's you really attach them. You love them all. They're all lovable. They're like they've got so much chemistry, and then the villain is kind of there, but
the villain's just there to be a villain.
But even though I thought the scenes with the villain doing their villainy things were really cool.
Yeah, they do a very good job of giving like visual flavor to some otherwise pretty drab stuff.
Yeah.
Like, it's really, really well handled. And when they do use VFX, they work really well.
Well, I thought this is one of the ones where there was some questionable VFX, but I'm willing to forgive a lot of it because it's fun.
It oozes feelings of like Pirates of the Caribbean in like the 2000s, like that kind of fun action adventure movie. And yeah, from that you're like, cool, that VFX is incredible. That looks great. That one looks a bit silly and wacky and out of place. I'm kind of fine with it because I'm laughing.
Yeah, there's just so much fun that this movie is. Also, Auntie Donna's in it for a moment,
which I didn't realize until I saw a thing afterwards, and I was like, that makes the most sense in the world.
I feel like I've seen something
great.
I feel like I've seen something from them saying they were gonna be in the movie.
Yeah, I feel like it's just for maybe the Australian version.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not too sure, but
I feel like they hit the nail on the head with their casting and their role because that was great.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and this is one of those things as well where like this film somehow manages to really capture the feeling of like sitting around and playing D&D with friends. Like, you're going on these wacky little side adventures that eventually bring you to the main quest, and you're meeting these characters that are really like kind of parodies of like fantasy caricatures and like stereotypes. Like, it just works really well. After Paddington 2 and this, I want Hugh Grant to play a villain in everything.
Hugh Grant is like he's so charismatic. He's a lot of fun in this.
He's disgustingly just good in how bad he can be in such a silly way.
This movie's 2 hours and 15 minutes. I didn't feel the length at all.
No,
it's
not
so
in the
much
slightest.
Fun. The more I think about this, the more I enjoy it.
Yeah. And also just like fight scenes in this film are great.
Yeah, they're a lot of fun.
Like
film really well.
every fight scene with Michelle Rodriguez, the Barbarian, is excellent. And even just like the big sort of fight scenes where you get more of like a big CG, like owlbear or something, like really well done.
Yeah, I really liked how they. It just. It's hard to explain. It just like the way that the team interacted and they went for a plan and they executed the plan. I thought that was all real. That was really executed extremely well and extremely just like well done. I loved what they had that allowed the portal gun.
Yes,
the portal stuff.
The I can never remember what its name is because it's got a stupid name. But
yeah, it's the portal stuff.
Yeah, it's the exact, and it's also that thing where that felt really like D&D because it really feels like that moment when a DM will gift their players some crazy item and they think of a bonkers creative way to completely break the entire quest. Like, it really feels that they're like, we're going to do this instead. And the DM's like, oh shit, I didn't think you'd do that. That kind of breaks everything. And I have to think of something else now.
Definitely felt like a D&D campaign.
Yeah, very much. And which is impressive because how do you condense that into 2.5 hours or less than?
And like Chris Pine had a motivation I really liked. I found it easy to connect to and easy to root for him. I thought that was a really good way to write that in to make us care about him more than just another little like he betrayed me.
It works really well because they give you like exactly like how a D&D campaign goes where you give your big dramatic backstory like like a lot of D&D campaigns do. Like they did that in a way that they could poke fun at it while also having it be like the driving force for your main character energy of the bard of the group, which always ends up having the main character energy of a group. So
that also I used to be a bard when we tried to do it.
It helps so much in the feeling of like, yes, this feels exactly like D&D. Because of course the bard's going to try and take the spotlight and make it all about them. So yeah, I highly recommend people go see it. Take your family, take your friends. It's really fun.
2 thumbs up. 4 out of 5. Really enjoyed this.
That was only 1 thumb, Choppy.
Oh, the other thumb's hidden. You can find it later. Brayden's got the other one.
4 out of 5. It's really fun. Go check it out.
Yeah. Extremely shocked. I lowered my.
I never would have thought this was going to be. Really
I lowered my Shazam rating after watching it. that's how good it was.
What's Shazam at now?
3. It's fine. It's okay. Yeah. Could go 2.5 to be honest. I don't know. Like Shazam.
It's just so, like compared to D&D.
But like, I'm watching it. The difference between this and Shazam is that I leave Shazam. I'm like, what the fuck happened? I don't remember what happened in that movie.
Yeah, exactly.
And I walk away from this. I'm just like, I remember so much about this, and it was so much fun, and I can't wait to watch it again.
Yeah, yeah. That is the exact feeling. It feels like Shazam and Shazam 2, pretty pretty forgettable. Whereas D&D is like, I remember all those big wacky moments, and they were great fun. Yeah,
I had so much fun. I'm moving up to my 4th favorite film of the year.
Damn, what's that list looking like now?
Maybe 3rd. So number 1, Scream. It's
hell yeah,
great. John Wick 4 is number 2. Dungeons and Dragons is now number 3.
Nice.
Creed 3 is 4, but it sounds better with Creed 3 being number 3. No, I'm kidding. And then Missing, and then the rest of it aren't really worth talking about.
In a very interesting turn of events related to Creed 3, I'm not going into what you're expecting me to talk about. I'm actually talking about something pretty cool. They're doing a Creed comic book. I saw it in our previews, which we're about to put up on the Greenlight Comics blog. And so they're doing a little 4-issue miniseries, which picks up 10 years after Creed 3.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's pretty wild. So I haven't seen Creed 3 yet, and now it's a little bit weird for me to see it with everything that's going on.
But you're gonna believe him way more as a boxing villain.
I know it's gonna really sell.
No! Oh no! That's only just clicked in my head.
He went too method for Creed 3.
Oof. Yeah, it's pretty rough. I am obviously still gonna watch Creed 3, but yeah, it feels pretty weird. But yeah, so they're doing a little mini series. So when that gets collected into a paperback, I'll definitely have to get that because
we're gonna talk about the
and they're they're collaborating with the filmmakers and of course Michael B. Jordan as well. So it's cool.
We're gonna talk about the majors elephant in the room.
Yeah, we probably should mention it at least. Like,
can we do that a bit later? Can we talk about all the fun stuff first?
We have been talking about a lot of fun stuff.
What else is fun to talk about?
Let's have a serious break, and then we're gonna go back to just like I don't know, talking about like Ted Lasso and shit.
Talking about like silly things.
Yeah. So yeah. Jonathan Majors was arrested in New York City. Marvel are fucked. That's the gist of it.
Marvel are really fucked.
Oh, Marvel.
Marvel's next 4 to 5 years of filmmaking and TV shows were riding on the back of this person. And
if we are firing James Gunn for tweets, we're firing Jonathan Majors.
Yeah. So yeah, it's pretty interesting in the sense of, so for anyone who hasn't heard, he was arrested on charges of assault, strangulation, and something else towards a 30-year-old woman in New York City. His lawyers are weirdly incredibly defensive, whereas other people have now come out saying, hey, yeah, this sort of thing has like happened in the past a bit.
Can I be honest though? I'd be pretty pissed off if I paid for lawyers and they weren't defensive for me.
Well, I mean, that's fair.
Yeah, that is their job.
But like normally they're not so immediately.
They're pretty on the front foot.
Defensive.
They're on the front foot and they're like, "Oh, he's innocent.
Yeah.
He's 100% innocent."
Normally, lawyers who are like being defensive on stuff are normally like, "Hey, yeah, we're gonna go through the legal system. We're gonna really." And they don't really make much of a comment
unless it calls for it. I guess they don't really come out firing on like the front foot. They normally wait for they normally let things come to them and be like, no, he's innocent.
Yeah,
not just like as soon as the shit hits the fan, there's like, no, fucking no.
Yeah. It struck me as very defensive immediately.
It's sad. Like it's very sad to think because we've had. It sort of started being the year of.
It was the majors year.
Yeah,
it was, and
like their career was on the biggest boom of like ever.
Yeah, it was yeah, and after how well he was, like how good he was in Creed 3, and just how well he was starting to fit this role of Kang. It's quite sad to see because
it is definitely really sad to see. Like I'd like what like just to really like. Really put the tiger on the table and yell at it. Like, what do Marvel do now? Like, do you recast? Do you scrap everything? What do you do?
Yeah,
Marvel are already in heaps of hot water because of their incredibly tight VFX timelines that they're now delaying stuff to try and fix that.
Thank God.
They apparently fired their head of VFX over the last couple of years. That was recent, so don't know what's going on there. Like, what do they do?
Like, I feel like you got to feel bad because, like, obviously Marvel didn't put themselves in this spot by like blowing it up or something.
I mean, it's a risk you're always gonna like. I said to Michaela when I was looking at this news, I was like, imagine what would have happened if just as Infinity War was about to come out, and we all know that Endgame's coming after it. Imagine if like Robert Downey Jr. like punched a kid or something. Like,
like
it's what sort would Marvel do?
Yeah, especially the fact that they have already like had filmed. But I guess technically DC have been in this spot. They have Flash and they're releasing it, and a lot of very, very, very shit Ezra Miller stuff.
To be fair,
Ezra Miller's just like, my lawyers told me to say I'm sorry.
But here's the thing with that. I like to throw this out there. Like, we're all just like, Marvel, what are you going to do? Because Marvel set a precedent. Marvel went, we fired James Gunn for this. So they set the bar.
Bad things.
They did. They have set the bar, yeah.
They set the bar. You got WB who've never really set the bar.
also, it's like, okay, there's a line between like things that were said and
if we look
physically assaulting someone.
If we look over at Amazon as well, I think everyone forgets that Anthony Starr was arrested for assault and almost thrown into prison internationally. Who he plays Homelander in The Boys.
Right.
That
Did
guy,
I missed that? I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, Anthony yeah.
Was that a very like swept under the rug thing? Like
I remember reading it when it came out, and
it was
big
like, when it came out, but then nothing sort of swept under the rug, and nothing much was said afterwards. Like it was sort of
good.
What did he do?
Nice.
Punched a kid.
Did he punch?
Just because I don't know.
Just because he's Homelander.
I'm just throwing it out there because Brayden said it.
Yeah.
Wow, it's not even on his. Okay, here it is. On March 4th, 2022, it was reported that Starr was arrested in Spain after assaulting a 21-year-old chef at a local pub. He was sentenced to a 12-month suspended prison sentence and paid $5,000 restitution to avoid prison. So,
wow.
So yeah,
that's very random.
Yeah. So, but like, they didn't set a precedent. So I mean, look, still, I don't agree with them employing these people. Even though, like, it's kind of funny when you look at Starr and he's great at playing a villain, and then you got Majors who's really good at playing a villain. And then Ezra Miller, really I don't know what he's doing.
Ezra Miller was Kevin, and we need to talk about Kevin. Deep cut, but he was I think he was like a
look. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be very interesting to see how Marvel goes about this, and just what's gonna happen with him in the next few months in general.
What do you think they do?
Because I think the only thing that he would have actually filmed for them at the moment would be Loki season 2.
Yeah. So do you just go recast? Because Marvel were very good at recasting African American men and trying to make sure that we don't notice. They're very good at it.
Oh, it's too real.
We kind of got very on board with the fact that Terrence Howard became Don Cheadle.
Yeah, and everyone was just like, "Yeah, cool, we're fine with this. No one's gonna question it."
So,
bless. I mean, they could just do it again.
They could.
Who would you cast?
Michael B. Jordan. Bring him back.
I jokingly said that as well immediately. It was like, maybe not.
Make Kang white.
Oh Jesus! Can you imagine now?
That would be a bit of a storm.
Worse than keeping someone on. What? Yeah, worse than keeping someone on who assaulted someone. I don't know.
No,
they could easily keep him on though, because if he just denies it, he's been formally charged today.
I think Marvel would be very much. We might see some delays in Marvel projects because I imagine they're going to really.
The VFX artists are just like, thank God.
It's the thing is it's either
punch more people.
It's either they keep like if they keep him on at all, it's going to go down the two routes of he just denies it, or he just straight flat comes out, takes the slap on the wrist, accepts it.
It's not a slap on the wrist, assaulting a woman, and then he's got
no. But like I meant just like he just takes it, like he doesn't try and fight it or anything. Like there's sort of the two routes. There's like.
My favorite.
I think Marvel will be waiting until the case is settled.
Yeah, my favorite,
like not settled, but like is over and done, and they've completed the case.
My favorite rumor at the moment regarding Marvel was that Taika Waititi was just on coke the whole time during Thor: Love and Thunder, and that kind of explains a lot.
It explains a lot.
Yeah,
like immensely a lot. It also explains why he's made no progress on his Star Wars project either.
This is all speculation. I'm not confirming whether Taika Waititi was on coke.
No, not at all. However,
probably was though.
Just look at him.
It's very believable.
Probably was.
It's very believable. Oh bless.
Come on, Taika.
Get your shit together.
Do better.
What are you doing?
50 game. Come on.
The kids love you.
Bless. So yeah, very interesting news from that. But
yeah, got no clue what you do. No clue.
Yeah, good luck, Kevin.
Here's my thing. Kevin Feige's worst nightmares. Number one, Benedict Cumberbatch or Tom Holland dying. That's number one. That's like
no.
That's just like the two people you've got leading your Avengers dead.
Yep.
Like that's it.
It's just like, oh shit, okay, I guess we really have to do
Yeah,
Fantastic
like
Four
what
and
do you
X-Men
like?
now.
Benedict Cumberbatch, who's arguably going to be the Tony Stark of the new Avengers in some sort of role. Him or Tom Holland. Like he goes, what do we got left? Or even Mackie. We lose Mackie, we're in a bit of trouble.
Oh Jesus, yeah.
Then number 2, Jonathan Majors gets arrested for assault.
And funnily enough,
tick
that bingo box.
Realistically, the man that you've just put in charge of being the villain for your next however many phases.
Yeah. And here's the thing, it's not like with Josh Brolin. Like, say if Josh Brolin became a bad person halfway doing Infinity War, you could recast him because he's CGI essentially.
Yeah, it's a lot easier.
It would be a little weird, but it's a lot easier.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, Thanos' look was changed once already.
Yeah, they've done it. They'll do it again.
True, but even just in the set, like Jonathan Majors' face is on every single one of those variants of Kang. Like,
they're all.
And it's not like, it's not like we've just had him once and like it's another variant. He looks slightly different.
All they can do.
We've had the face.
If they want to keep going, they just have to be like, he looks a bit different. This is our Kang.
It's the type of thing where I imagine what they would do, like
they just change it and then not address it at all and just be like,
I feel like they pull fucking Crimes of Grindelwald and
get a new person playing Kang each film.
Just suddenly it's a new person playing Kang, and you're just like, we're all just accepting this. Or they kind of like nod at it a little bit, and we get like a behind shot of Kang, and then like you watch his like head like morph or something. I don't know.
At the end of the day, we're the ones missing out here because Jonathan Majors was pretty great as Kang. In that, really I don't like Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania.
But
I don't like
he's
it.
the best part.
He's the best part of the film, other than Darren.
Like easily.
Other than MODOK. MODOK's pretty great.
But yeah, I mean, like that film was basically an ad for, hey, don't you want to see this guy be the bad guy for the next 3 years?
Fight other people other than Ant-Man.
And it's just like,
because we do.
What do you do?
Anyway,
I'm glad I'm not the person having to make that decision.
Same. I'm glad that we get to just talk shit about it.
Yeah.
Ted Lasso season 2. Nope, other one.
Ted Lasso season 3, episode 2
came out this week, last Wednesday, and the next episode will be tomorrow. And it's continuing to be very good, very very good. Yeah. They introduced a new footballer this episode.
Zava,
who's very much who's he based off of? He's based off of a real footballer who's just a prick.
I look, I'm not sure. He's that stereotypical, like, he's sort of like, I want to say, like, the praised as like a Messi or Ronaldo, and he's just known for being an absolute drama queen and just like getting what he wants and changing clubs every season. Yeah.
He is based on
Ronaldo.
No, that's what everyone thought. That's what some people said. He is Zlatan.
Zlatan Ibrahimovic?
Yeah, him.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. Thank you, Michael.
Good old Zlatan.
I love that Ben Stiller film.
Do you mean you don't mess with Zohan? That's Adam Sandler. And that movie's fantastic. You shut your mouth. Disco.
Look, we're getting some Trent Grimm.
Oh, Trent Grimm of the Independent. But he's not of the Independent
not anymore.
He's Trent Grimm, Independent.
And we have Roy growing a bit.
I love Roy. I love Jamie. There's a great shot in this one where they reveal that. Sorry, spoilers, Brayden. Whatever.
I'll watch this show in like 2 years and be like, hey, you guys heard of the show? It's pretty good.
There's a shot where like he learns that Roy and Keely break up, and Keely's walking out the door, and Roy's just gone into a change room, and you think he's gonna walk out to go talk to Keely to try and get back with Keely, but he turns and goes talks to Roy because Jamie's he's developed.
He has.
He's a character developed man.
That is a funny interaction because of it, like, and because he's not known for being the nice person. Yeah. He goes to like give him a hug.
I was just trying to hug you.
It's funny. It's a great interaction. I love the chemistry they have, like whether they hate each other or not. It's great chemistry.
They're my favorite duo at the moment because you've got when Roy yells at Trent, and then Jamie's like, it's quite funny when he yells at other people. Don't know why he's Irish. He's not. But yeah,
I do like when a character arc can really like be distilled down to like one shot. When you're just like, oh yes, this character has developed immensely, and it's shown in this one moment.
Just you look at Jamie season 1, you look at him in season 3, and they're not the same person.
Yeah. But the thing is, like, you see the transition over season 2. It's not sort of this like, oh, we had this small arc. I hope you remember. It's like a whole season sort of thing.
1, like the part that gets me in season 1 is when Jamie ultimately at the end of season 1, Jamie scores a goal to get the team relegated. Oh, not relegated. The other one, is it relegated? No.
Yeah, relegated because originally he's on loan at the football club, and then gets sent back to Manchester City.
Man City.
And then they played him in the last game of the season. And
and Jamie scores the final goal, but he scores it by taking on Ted's advice by making an extra pass and not just trying to score it himself. And like he gets on the and like Ted's team's just lost. They're now being demoted down, and like, you know, it's pretty sad time at the end of season 1. And you know, he just gives Jamie a message that says, way to make that extra pass. And it's just like the best.
It is. Ted's great.
Anytime Ted gives someone an army man, I get the feels.
Yeah.
Ted's got these little plastic army men that his son gives him, and he gives one to everyone to let them know that he's still like there in their corner.
No,
like a little army man to protect them. And it's
when he puts it in fucking Sharon's beer.
When he puts it in Sharon's beer before she leaves.
Oh,
it's great.
Fantastic show.
Love Ted Lasso.
Everyone is cast so perfectly.
Roy, because Brett Goldstein, who plays Roy, he's a writer on the show. He was never meant to be Roy. And when they were writing Roy, he's just like, this is just fucking me. And he sent tapes to the rest of them, and he's just like, use it if you want. He goes, take this into consideration. If you don't, forget it ever happened. And he just gave him his audition for Roy, and they were like, it's you. They went, it's you.
I did see a video the other day, and it was like, the idea of Ted Lasso was like, even before that NBC thing, it was like yonks ago when fucking Jason Sudeikis and Brendan Hunt, is that his name?
Coach Beard.
Were in like a comedy group that was in Europe at the time, and like he just had to learn, like he was just like trying to learn about like soccer, and that's like sort of how it was born. So it was like something born forever ago, and then it's just like sort of developed, got picked up by like that NBC ad, and so it's weird to think that this character just like randomly evolved like, you know, 20 years ago.
I can't wait for my heart to break more throughout the show.
Surely this is leading up to like the most like beautiful and sad like
the big thing that sort of you're waiting for is the Richmond versus West Ham.
Richmond versus West Ham is going to be the best with
Rupert
versus Rebecca.
Yeah. And Nate and Ted. But I just want to see what they do with Ted's character this season.
Ted's already learning from last season because he spoke pretty sternly to Roy in parts of this episode, which he would never have done before.
Well, like, when he pulls him into the shower there, and he's just like, you get over it.
Yeah, he's just like, when he talks like that to Roy, and I feel like that's him learning about what happened with Nate. It's just like, maybe if it was a bit more stern with Nate, this wouldn't have happened.
Yeah. Because he was always like, Nate can come tell me if something's wrong.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to approach him. Like, if he wants to say something, he'll say it.
So yeah. But Ted Lasso is just continuing to be the best show on TV.
Yes.
And yeah, it's fantastic. What else is great? And it finished this week. Shrinking. Season 1 done.
Oh, it's done.
Ooh. Can people watch Shrinking? I fucking motherfuckers.
After this last, I think me and Gemma got 2 episodes of you left.
Are you? Is new you? Current you?
Yeah.
What's it like? I haven't watched it.
Look, there was a pretty big twist in the episode last 2 episodes we took. It's interesting. It's interesting the route they took, because you think they round an episode off and you think they're going down a very generic route.
Yeah.
But they don't. They hit you with a very big twist, And
All
we've got Joe. We've got Joe.
I'll watch it. I'll keep watching it. Guess what came out to buy today on video on demand?
What?
Ooh, what?
Avatar: The Way of Water.
Avatar: The Way of the Water.
The Way of the Water. So that's
Brayden's favorite movie.
Brayden's
from last year.
movie. That and Banshees. Put them together.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I did.
You want to hit us with Banshees, Brayden?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I thought it was good. Like, not incredible for me personally. It was very depressing. I didn't find it as funny as what clearly you guys and everyone else are finding it, because
it's so dry.
I found parts of it quite funny, and like, yes, it is very dry, and I do like dry humor, but like, it's just quite a dark, dreary story that it's telling.
But so are their lives.
Well, yeah, exactly. That is what
outside of not the whole not the whole story and stuff hitting. What did you think? Because I think yes, a large part of this is like the comedy, but I think a lot of it is on the back of their acting and how great they are.
The acting in this film is perfect. The casting and the acting is great. I could watch them have conversations for hours on end. And like, I saw a bunch of people in the like Letterboxd reviews being like, Colin Farrell, you can talk to me for hours at a time about shit. I don't care. Like, especially in that accent. But yeah, like, the acting is nowhere near like what wasn't selling it for me or anything. Like, I'm completely sold on the movie, and I thought it was well done and well made and everything. But yeah, I didn't find it as funny as what I think other people are finding it. I think because I just found it quite depressing.
I reckon you watch it again, you find it funny.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's definitely parts in there that had me absolutely chuckling and laughing out loud, because some of the line deliveries are just brilliant. Like your featured, but you liked me yesterday.
But you liked me yesterday.
Like Colin Farrell is just knocking it out the park in this film. I mean, like, it's sad that he didn't win.
It's sad that this film won no Oscars.
Yeah, that's pretty rough that it didn't win anything.
Because everything everywhere just fucking decided to win everything. This should have
won. The music was quite good.
Yeah, the music was great. This should have won. To be honest, this should have won. I think they should have split screenplay and directors. I think directors should have gone to everything, and screenplay should have gone to this.
Yeah, I could see screenplay going to this.
But I think everyone just got on board with everything sweep.
Yeah, it was really every A.
Don't. It's hard. It's very
I can't remember off the top of my head. I need to type it. But yeah, no, it's sad that this film didn't win any awards, but it is excellent. It's very good. A lot more graphic and violent than I was expecting. Yeah, rough. Count them down, lads.
No, he gets rid of one, and then he gets rid of all of them.
Yeah, I know.
It does go from it goes from 9 to 0 very quickly.
Hey, talk about a man sticking to his word, though.
Your fat fingers killed my little donkey.
Jesus, yeah, that also brutal. Goddamn.
You get really sad when Jenny dies. You get real sad.
Yeah, it is sad. It's really.
Because he just wants the donkey when he's sad.
Not putting me donkey outside when I'm sad, Siobhan.
I am glad that Siobhan just got out and is
yeets it out of there.
Life, like, good for her. Goddamn,
Would you like
get
a share,
out of there,
Siobhan?
girl.
No. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. What a rough time.
So good.
Very well done.
Is there anything else you want to talk about? I think I've been a bit of a slut this week. And
anything else you watched, Brayden?
Oh, I did watch.
I do know something. Yeah.
Oh, I can't believe we've left it to the very end.
Why did you do it?
Because I had a free pass.
Did you go see it by yourself?
No, I went and took my grandpa. My grandpa loved it.
Your grandpa didn't want to go see John Wick or something?
Because my pa. Oh no, we'll go see that at some point. Right. But but it was like, oh, this film is like very clearly about to leave cinemas. Like, it's not doing great. There were like 2 other people in the cinema. It was a tiny cinema.
Was it bad?
Like, it wasn't great. So, 65. Yeah. The Adam Driver sci-fi survival film.
I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole.
It's weird. It's really, really weird, because going into this movie, all the marketing and all the advertising has been like, it's Adam Driver and he crashes his spaceship and like he rescues this girl and they're the last survivors and turns out it's Earth 65 million years ago and there's dinosaurs.
Is it not 65 million years ago?
No, okay, so
you can spoil it.
Yeah, I'm gonna spoil this movie that no one's seen. Knowing that going in kind of ruins the movie. Like, if you were sitting there in the cinema and you're just like, this is a sci-fi survival movie with Adam Driver and this kid.
Yeah.
And that's all you knew going in. And then suddenly a third of the way through the film, it just reveals that it's Earth 65 million years ago. Like, would have been the most jaw-dropping moment. You remember our reactions when we watched the trailer, and they do that moment in the trailer. If that was in the film, this film would be hands down powerful. Like, because you're going in expecting a survival movie. All of a sudden, you've got dinosaurs. Fucking awesome. Going into the movie being like, man, this movie's got fucking dinosaurs in it. And then there's like 5 dinosaur encounters, and the rest of the movie is Adam Driver doing a escort quest to get this girl to this emergency space shuttle that off from the crash landing. That's kind of the whole film. It's like that one part of Logan where it's Logan and Daphne Keane and they're trying to survive. It's like if that was a whole movie.
Right. So not a bit of fun.
Yeah, definitely should have been shorter. It's just over 2 hours. Definitely should have been under 2 hours.
That's too long.
It's way too long for this film.
Okay, well, Google has it very wrong. It says it's an hour and a half.
Oh, I don't think it was that. I think
IMDb also says it's an hour and a half.
Jesus. Okay, well, apparently this movie feels way longer than it is because I did not think it was an hour and a half.
Oh god.
Weirdest part about this. Are you ready?
Yeah.
You expect it to be time travel. It's not. They're aliens.
Who are aliens?
Adam Driver and the kid.
Oh, what?
Who is this kid? Who is this kid?
Straight up at the start of the movie, it goes before the advent of mankind. And you're like, cool, they're about to explain that it's 65 million years ago and there's dinosaurs. And they're like, in this far off expanse of the universe, there's a race known as the blah blah blahs living on blah 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 planet. And they are going off on expeditions and exploring space. And it's like, what the fuck am I watching?
That's so funny.
It's really, really random and really weird. So you're like, oh, okay, well, I guess they're not future humans. They're exactly like humans, not living on Earth, and they're off doing their own space exploration. It's fucking weird.
They speak English?
They speak English, but there's also made-up languages. So the kid speaks a different language. Remember how the kid in Logan spoke Spanish for most of it?
Yeah.
Yep, it's exactly that dynamic. There's a moment where you think the film is straight up going to be like this little girl draws a stick figure on a wall and they're explaining that this future civilization is the reason for like cave paintings back in the day.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, thank God, no, they're not doing that because it gets destroyed by the meteorite, obviously. But like, for a moment, I was like, holy shit, they're about to like culturally appropriate the entire human race right now. Like, what is going on? It's weird. Adam Driver's good, but like, it's also, I saw a Letterboxd review of someone saying this is a film of Adam Driver grunting for 90 minutes. So, and it kind of is, because he's kind of just like, again.
Well, he sounds like he's playing Minecraft and just.
Yeah, that was
Minecraft,
Minecraft,
honestly. Well, it kind of feels like that. I mean, the technology's cool. He's got this cool little like binocular hologram throwing thing. I don't know how to explain it, but it's cool tech. But it's also pretty generic. His space gun's very generic. He's got little like beads that are grenades. Oh wow. And the girl can't speak English, so then she's learning these keywords that he's telling her to speak English.
Who is this little girl? Who is this little girl?
No idea. I don't recognize her from anything.
No, in the movie. I don't know the
the ship that he was piloting through space has all these cryogenically frozen people. And for some reason there's a child on there with her parents. And her parents are super dead when they crashed. And she's the only survivor with him. So, but yeah, Yeah, it's about what you'd expect. Again, yeah, there's like 5 dinosaur encounters. There's a lot of the film where it's like, oh, there's about to be a dinosaur, and then they cut to, oh no, they're safe, they're fine, they're over here now. And then it's like, oh no, dinosaur encounter.
So they don't even like just give you the satisfaction of just having like.
No, the first time they tease the T-Rex is quite early on, and the T-Rex is literally like probably 20 meters away, and you're like, wow, how are they going to get out of this one? And then before the T-Rex breaches the trees, they just cut to them being safe back at the wrecked spaceship. It's like, that was like 20 meters away. How'd that T-Rex not see them? What?
So don't watch 65.
Yeah. I mean, if it's on streaming and you want to watch it, go for it.
I think that's the only way that I would watch it.
I think it's worth it just for watching the first 10 minutes and being like, what the fuck is this movie? But yeah, it was fun. My pa liked it, so
there you go.
Yeah.
Next on the list, John Wick. Brayden's going to see John Wick. Michael's going to see Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
Alex has seen them all.
Do you want to see John Wick again? And
I'll see John
passes?
Wick again.
Cool, because we got passes. Thanks, Greenlight.
Would you see Dungeons and Dragons again?
I would.
I would
definitely go see Dungeons and Dragons.
All right, it's a double feature then. Get strap in and give up a full day.
That's a lot of people murder.
So much people murder.
God
and then we have to watch Dungeons and Dragons.
It's its own thing. There's also murder in Dungeons and Dragons, but John Wick is just so much people murder anyway.
So much people murder.
Well, if you want more people murder, go see every movie ever. Thank you for joining us for MMT Millennial Movie Talk, where we talk movies and TV shows. You can follow us on your podcast service of choice. If you can, leave a review over there. Subscribe on YouTube. Leave a comment, like below, and tell us what you thought of all the things that we talked about. If there's something that you're looking forward to, why not share it there? You can support us on Patreon at patreon.com/MillennialMovieTalk. Chuck us a buck or two, help make the show happen. We probably should get on to our plans for the end of the year. We're
almost four behind.
Yeah, we'll get there. But hey, you know what? That's the MMT promise.
We're shit, but we love it.
And as always,
I'm Alex.
I'm Brayden.
And I'm Michael.
And we're out of here. Goodbye, you filthy animals.